Hello, everyone. Good morning, wherever you might be watching me from. Here is News Inquest TV bringing you live, of course, events and analytical discussions bordering on our social, cultural events and political events as they unfold here in Evening Political Rumbles. Yes, the topical issues trending, of course, the social media has to do with the former Senate Deputy President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in the person of Ike Ekweremadu, who has been alleged of human trafficking, of course, abuse of a minor and deception, and of course, who intended to harness the organ of a minor in order to save the dying daughter, her dying daughter, who has been bedridden, suffering from illness related to kidney failure. And the boy was promised a better, of course, life in Europe, not knowing that it was intended to deceive him and lure him into, of course, organ harnessing without his consent. But in the course of the process, the boy now disclosed his actual years, which is 15, contrary to the falsified age of 21, which is intended to enable them move that innocent and vulnerable minor down to United Kingdom so that a surgical operation will be carried on him to harness his organ to save the dying daughter of Ike Ekweremadu. What is your stake in this very unfortunate incident? And it already, Ike Ekweremadu has been caught by the net of the United Kingdom, and he has been reminded pending on the 7th of July when the case will be determined. And it's very unfortunate that this is happening within our political space. This could, of course, destroy the little reputation, if at all, Nigeria has that is left for this country, where a deputy Senate president will be indulged in such that start an unfortunate act. Here with me is one of the gentlemen and respected Edelman whom we want to respond to this. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, my brother.
Thank you for being here this morning. I want to have your take on, of course, the trending issue involving Ike Ekweremadu, the former deputy Senate president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that has been arraigned and, of course, held behind the bar in United Kingdom for alleged human trafficking and highness of the organ of a minor that was, of course, taken down to UK for such purpose, which was not originally made known to the boy. Not only on getting there, the boy has to disclose his age, that he's still a minor, contrary to the falsified age of 21. What is your take on that? And what kind of image does this portray concerning an average Nigerian politician?
Thank you very much. First and foremost, I think the first thing I have to say is that at this very stage, I believe the details of this case are still very sketchy, and probably I believe that more details are still going to unfold. So as they unfold, we will be able to know and understand more and be in a better position to make more valuable and helpful comments. But be that as it may, I believe, as they say, that there's no smoke without fire. And from what we understand, this person is a minor and he's traveling with Ekweremadu, and probably Ekweremadu and the wife and co may not have been able to impress the UK police or the immigration officers or whoever that may have had the duty to interview them concerning the matter. And I think that the UK law authorities are not like we have in Nigeria. they are on top of their game, and they don't respect faces or names or whatever.
That is fantastic.
The situation is that you have to obey the law, and no person is above the law in their country. And so I believe that the onus is on Ekweremadu and his wife to extricate themselves from whatever accusations they are facing. Having said that, I also have to say that it's quite disappointing because
Indeed.
Yes, it's quite disappointing because I am a politician, a public personality of Ekweremadu standing should not be involved with some of this kind of petty mess. It goes a long way to tell us the kind of personalities that we have in our public service space. Politicians, do you understand me? It goes to understand. It goes to portray the fact that our public servants they have not they have failed in the quotient of living above board. Okay, the issue of morality, the issue of integrity. It is said that anybody that will come to equity must come with what?
A clean hand. Exactly.
And so, if you are a public servant of Ekweremadu standing, certain things should be beneath you. You should not be found within certain circles.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm not. The issue probably is sub judice at this very point, and so the details will unravel in the law court and all that. But I am just making a comment based on what I have read. So. It's quite disappointing. And I think that Nigerians, public, the masses of Nigeria should learn a lesson from all this thing. It is about time that the Nigerian must begin to prioritize the issue of integrity and morality in our public space. Okay, you cannot do anything good with a formula that is wrong or false or faulty. Okay, if you cannot live above board, you shouldn't have anything to do with our public service space. If you cannot, okay, if your integrity quotient is very low, you shouldn't even near it in the face. You cannot even be seen or be called a public servant. Okay, so what am I saying? Let me even take it back to this current political dispensation that we have. The political parties just had their primary elections of late,
yes,
whereby they have elected some officers to come and
represent the party.
them. So what am I saying? The issue of morality. Look at the major political parties. It is no secret how the kind of show of shame that they carried out in their so-called primary election.
It's very unfortunate.
It was an open sesame. Okay? Yes, an open sesame of dollar rain, not even naira rain.
Honestly.
But dollar rain, buying their votes, buying the votes of the delegates. Okay, it's to the highest bidder, and it is open. Okay, and INEC was aware of it, and INEC tolerated it. There's nobody that didn't know about it.
It's very unfortunate.
So how can you present a man that comes to turn a system on his head? Okay, he wants to be the president of Nigeria, but he turns the law on his head. He starts by buying votes of the delegates. So, what do you think? What kind of a president do you think is going to be?
And in Nigeria, of course, vote buying is a criminal offense.
And vote buying,
but it appears that some people are above the law.
Not being like the British, the UK law system looks at the face. Some people are above the law. If you must contest for president, that means you must be above the law. You can do as you please. Okay? So Nigerians open their eyes and they clap for the highest bidder. This man has outspent the other man, so he is now the what? Presidential candidate.
And it's very
so
unfortunate.
We are waiting to come and vote for them.
And
what do you think you will get?
Exactly.
What do you think you will get? And so that is why I respect a man like Peter Obi, okay, the former governor of Anambra State, who actually was vying for the presidency ticket under PDP. But when the man has seen that the game is not played according to the rule, because
it's against his personal
principles,
principles.
of integrity,
Exactly.
a man that respects his name, a man that knows that certain things are beneath him. He has a name to protect.
Exactly.
Okay, so Peter Obi now said this is not the rule of the game. I cannot play under these games, and he resigned from the party, and he came out of the race, and then he joined another party. And there's one thing he said when he was leaving PDP, and I held on to that, okay, and I will never forget it. Peter Obi said, he said that because people were telling him, you cannot win the presidency of Nigeria except you are running under PDP or APC. And Peter Obi,
which is a wrong notion.
Peter Obi said, I prefer to lose doing the right thing than to win doing the wrong thing. Or to win doing things wrongly. I prefer to lose, okay, doing the right thing, okay, than to win an election, start doing the wrong thing. Okay, that is a public servant, integrity quotient, a man of high moral standing, and it is not cheap. Nigerians should value integrity, because if you don't have integrity, you can't give what you do not have. Do you understand me?
Exactly.
You can't rule the country when you have already turned the law of the country on its head. Okay, when you are not playing above and you are above the law. Why should Nigerians not prioritize that? Why should Nigerians be saying that if you are not in PDP, APC, you cannot win? So anything goes. The end justifies the means. This is very wrong. It is about time we begin to clean our public service space and put all and fill the place with men of integrity. Integrity matters a lot. Okay, morality, honesty, okay, transparency in public service. It is very highly valuable. Okay, it weighs far higher than any other thing you can think about. And so that is why I am not surprised that the men of integrity in this country, because like begets like. Okay?
Exactly, and that is why probably Ike Ekweremadu was trapped in this mess, probably because he thought that everything goes the same way as it does here in Nigeria. What would be the legal implication for falsifying the age of that minor?
Okay.
What could be the legal implication?
As you very well know, Ike Ekweremadu himself is a lawyer, a legal luminary of some height, and so I believe he knows the legal implications of his action. Okay, so if indeed it is true that there's falsification of the age of the boy, that is even this is quite incriminating, and then it is unfortunate. Of course, he knows the implications, and he is being held under the laws of the United Kingdom. He will have his day in court, and I believe he will be very well represented. And at the end of the day, if the offense is proven beyond doubt that he has committed it, he will pay the price, because of course, as I said earlier, it is not Nigeria. Okay, and so I am not surprised, because shortly before Ike Ekweremadu traveled out of the country, he had already made a comment concerning the candidacy of Peter Obi, under the Labour Party. And so I think he was credited to have said that Peter Obi has no chance to win the election.
Exactly, based on his personal opinion.
No structure. The Labour Party has no structure to win the election, and probably even the Igbos they have a better chance not wasting their votes trying to think that Obi can win. Because you see now, because he does not value the integrity
at all, and the ability to serve, the competence based on his antecedents.
Exactly. So it is about time. I believe you see, Nigerians are prayerful. Nigerians are a prayerful country. in my own church, the Catholic Church in Nigeria, every Sunday of every week, in every mass, we always pray for this country. And that this thing didn't start today. For several years, we always pray for this country. You don't conclude a mass without praying for Nigeria. We say a prayer for our country, Nigeria, and I know that there is God and God listens, and in His own time, He answers this prayer. I believe now is the time. God has stepped on His feet. God has risen on His feet to address the case of this country. Because if you look at the circumstances that made P2B to leave PDP, some of these tainted political parties, and they found his way somewhere else, probably without much thinking. And now look at what is going on. The country is on fire. The youth are rooting for him. Everywhere you go, they are talking. Nobody's talking about P2B. I mean, the candidate of PDP, Atiku, or Tinubu, or whatever. Nigerians are silent on that. There is an excitement, okay? People are excited. People are seeing hope, and they are going there. I think there's something divine about that. I invite you, everybody, to join that race. Forget the old order, okay? Yes, nothing lasts forever. I think they have had their time in the sun. It is the time of good Nigerians now, Nigerians that want the best for this country, well-meaning Nigerians. This is the time for that thing that they want. God is about to take Nigeria to where Nigeria should be.
Thank you so much, sir.
No going back.
But do you think under this current political configuration, where it has been alleged that the constitution is an illegal constitution, it does not represent the will of the people, do you think that P2B can do a miracle even with this without altering or suspending the constitution, which has been considered to be a fraud? What is your take on that?
Yes, that's okay. That's true. We have always said it that we don't have a people's constitution. Okay, but I'll tell you one thing. If P2B can emerge as the president of this country under this same constitution, then I'll tell you the 1999 constitution has done something good for us, because that will be the beginning, and that will not be, we can only know the beginning of P2B's administration, who will know the end. And one thing I can tell you is that when you have a president that has a good intention for the country and wants to do his best and has the ability to do his best, both in intellectual thinking and in sagacity of knowing what to do and how to do it, and being willing to do it. I tell you, my brother, that by the time his administration, maybe probably 8 years is going, you won't recognize Nigeria. The constitution may be changed if there is need to change it, because the intention is good and it's for the good of the to take the country to a higher high. There is no hidden agenda anywhere. There is no negative considerations playing out anywhere. So what matters a lot to me is the intention of the man, the integrity that he has, and the vision to take the Nigeria to greater heights.
Okay, having said that, what is your advice to, of course, the Oduduwa proponents and the Biafran agitators who are clamoring to secede from this country? Haven't seen that there is no future for them. Could you, of course, advise them to back down that struggle, hoping that possibly there could be a change of narrative should eventually P2B, of course, emerge as its president? What could be your own selling points if you should, of course, if you are given opportunity to convince them? What could be your selling points to those agitators?
Well, thank you very much. First and foremost, I have to say what I believe, and that is the fact that these agitations are products of injustice in the system in Nigeria.
Okay.
These agitations did not just start on the first day that Nigeria became a country,
exactly,
and a republic. No, Nigerians have been going, but these things begin to increase in tempo as the injustice, the level of injustice continues in this country. Do you understand me?
Okay.
Yes. So what I'm trying to say is that when you address the causes of these agitations, the agitations will die a natural death. Are you following me? Nobody is against Nigeria. Nobody is against living. Human beings want something. There's something they want.
They want liberty. They want to be respected. They want to be
human development.
Exactly.
They want goodness for themselves and their families. They want justice. They want equity. They want fair play. Okay, as it concerns them. If they have this, they will sit back and enjoy their life, no matter where they are. But if they don't have it, I tell you, the agitations will continue until they have what they need. And so,
which means it's a justifiable cause and respected and recognized by international laws. The right to self-determination.
The right to self-determination is a fundamental human right. Okay, you don't coerce me into a relationship with you. You don't. There's no marriage that can be enacted under compulsion. Okay, if I don't want to go with you, you cannot force me on a journey, and that is how it is with nationality, nation building. You know, being a country. And so, if I feel that I should separate from you, there should be avenues for me to do so. Okay, so when your constitution says that Nigeria's unity is not negotiable, I mean that you're already stamping on the human rights of those citizens of that country. And so there's nothing that we cannot address. There's nothing we cannot discuss. Even we can agree to disagree. We can agree to separate. If we are not finding our relationship mutual and cordial anymore, then we should go our separate ways. So it is a constitutional, morally, it has legality under the law. It is a justifiable cause. Okay, you cannot tell a man that you must be with me
forever.
If it's a marriage,
under all conditions.
That's correct. So we can agree to start a divorce process and to separate from ourselves. So there's nothing wrong with it. But your best weapon to making sure that all your nationalities are within the country is to enthrone a system of fair play, justice, equity in the system. Because you cannot fool all the people all the time. As Bob Marley said of Nelson Memory, he said that you can fool some people sometimes, but do not think that you can fool all the people
all the time.
If you try to do it, the price you will pay is the price of insecurity and the price of the turbulence in the system. And probably, I think that's what we're seeing at this very moment. So the leaders of Nigeria should think twice and find out, negotiate and discuss with all those agitations and those who are agitating to succeed and talk with them, okay, and planning with them, okay, and dialogue with them. And that is what good leadership is all about.
Thank you so much. Another statement. I do appreciate your time here in Evening Political Rumbles here in News Inquest TV. It's a pleasure having you this moment. God bless you. Would I know your name, sir?
I'm Mr. Austin.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Austin. It's a pleasure. Thank you for your time. Yes, to esteemed viewers, this is a very exciting moment, and we will continue to keep you updated on the latest happenings, of course, across the Nigerian space, as it borders on our continuity and socio-cultural and political events as they continue to unfold. Please, if this is your first time, of course, viewing our videos, please kindly subscribe, share and like the videos, turn on the notification tab buttons as we continue to bring you live, real and direct, of course, reportage of events as they continue to unfold. Keep in touch, in tune, until we see some other time. I remain the host anchor, Chigozie Ndiwo. Have a great day. Bye.